Thank you for joining me for this month's Curators Tour. My name is Britt Mitchell, Curator of Exhibitions, and I will be taking you through From Antiquity to the Inevitable, Philip Baldwin and Monica Guggisberg in Wales, 2015 to 2025. Philip Baldwin and Monica Guggisberg began collaborating in 1979 when they met as students at the Orrefors's Glass School in Sweden. In 1982, they built their first studio in Switzerland, where they stayed for 20 years before moving and building a new studio in Paris. Ready for a new adventure after 15 years in Paris, they relocated to Wales in 2015. While each location signified a new chapter in the Baldwin-Guggisberg career, the 10 years since their moves to Wales had been the most creative and challenging to date, beginning with two major installations in cathedrals. Their exhibition at Canterbury Cathedral in Kent celebrated 100 years since the end of the First World War, impelling them to confront the cruel realities of the modern era. With exhibitions in Denmark, France, Switzerland, Italy, and now the US, this latest chapter has been Baldwin and Guggisberg's most fruitful and rewarding. Ranging from small and intimate amphora to large compositions up to 65 feet in length, these installations celebrate themes from antiquity to the quirky, unpredictable, and more mysterious realities of our own times, connecting both to the past and the unfathomable future. Whether interpreted as a whole or individually, each piece connects humanity to its shortcomings, aspirations, and questions about our place in the universe. Rational and intuitive. Inviting the viewers into the installation is their work The Rational and the Intuitive, which is accompanied by a quote from Albert Einstein stating, quote, "The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift." This work is wrapped in neon and speaks to the different natures of the so-called left and right brains, highlighting the left's organized structure and the right's free-flowing creativity. In colorful abundance, the species nova are a true expression of Italian and calmo blowing techniques, used to fuse separate components, married to the artist's signature motif, Italian buttato cutting techniques, creating a surface that is often resembling beaten metal. Shown on a large pedestal in the middle of the gallery, the viewer is invited to see these works in the round. These sculptures are both whimsical and celebratory of glassblowing, but also seek to address the search for balance between society and the individual, expressed in groupings that retain their individuality of form. Behind the Species Nova is the Destination Unknown series, comprised of 4 colorful panels with glass-blown comets that nearly resemble brushstrokes as the forms play with a consistent line and angle. The artist asks, who are we and where do we come from? More important, perhaps, where are we going? These questions are at the forefront of all of our minds as we examine our relationship with the cosmos and its impact on the Earth's evolution over billions of years. From the disappearance of dinosaurs to the worldwide mythologies of floods, the role of comets and meteors remains significant throughout human histories, both geologically and culturally. Shared next to these works is a comic that hangs in the artist's kitchen that was one of the inspirations for this work. Alongside the gallery walls are 3 of their boats. In the past decade, Baldwin and Guggisberg's work has become more consciously elusive and politically engaged, playing on their medium's 5,000-year history and connection with past civilizations. The metaphor of the boat and vessel started appearing in their work in 2009. Their 2018 installation at Canterbury Cathedral addresses themes of migration, inequality, and remembrance through the form of a 65-foot boat composed of 100 glass amphora. These works are also in part autobiographical, mirroring the artist's own history as nomadic wanderers, combined with their lifelong love of the sea and sailing. As we move into the second gallery, we are met with the timeless forms of their amphora throughout the gallery. The amphora began its journey with the artists as containers in their boats. The amphora is the shipping container of the ancient world, used as a metaphor for commerce, technology, the enrichment and expansion of civilizations, and as an expression of our shared humanity. Baldwin and Guggisberg see the amphora as a vessel that takes viewers on a journey through thousands of years of human history, weaving together their story as artists and makers with the threads that connect past to present. This concept of antiquity to present can be seen in the glide installation along the wall, as well as from focus to refocus, located in the middle of the gallery. This work shows one whole vessel and one half-broken vessel, flanking a box of sand and broken glass, suggesting the passage of time. The last work we will be discussing today is a stark black wall installation comprised of 257 pieces, named Amphora Metaphor. Here, the artist discussed this work. Quote, "Most of what we know about amphora has been revealed through marine archaeology and underwater shipwrecks. Not a week after conceiving the black amphora wall, a friend shared with us the news of a sunken shipwreck of amphora, which had nestled to fill the approximate shape of the boat they had been traveling in when it sank. This delicious coincidence underscores our natural inclination as artists towards history and understanding our past, and a desire to weave those things together in glass. An acknowledgement, as the critic James Ude once wrote, that what we are is rooted in what we were, but we are always heading somewhere we have never been before." I thank you for joining me for today's tour. If you wish to see Baldwin and Guggisberg's installation in person, please visit the museum before its closing on November 16th.